Hitch Japan stream very memorable. See, I didn't watch him until after. When I was doing my walk last year, someone mentioned Hitch, and I kind of looked into it. I didn't watch his Japan streams. If he did, some people were talking about stealth camping in Japan, and they say, well, some streamers do this and that. It's like, no, please don't do that. That's not, can you get away with it? Sure, but it is illegal. So, you know, when people ask me about camping and stuff, it's like, no, I'll camp in campsites, but by the time I get to a campsite, most of the time I probably could have just made it to the next city. Campsites are usually not on the highway. It's usually on a side road down the highway. And campsites usually don't have very good supplies, and usually don't have food options. Because most people, 99.9% of people, get to the campsite by motorcycle or car, and 0.01 get there by walking or bicycling. But no, I think it's hard. I think it's hard to grow as a streamer if you're not good at networking, getting into those bigger solar systems. You have to just be an exception, because everybody does, you know, $10 donation wheels or $5 I'll eat a bug. It's like, no, that's, if you're the same as everybody, if you're doing the same thing as everybody else, you're going to get similar results as everybody else. But I mean, that goes for anything. I only watched Hitch once while he was doing the UK, and he did that stealth camping, which isn't illegal, but isn't exactly legal either. See, I didn't watch his Japan streams, but if he did that in Japan, you know, I can't. He is still a good entertainer or streamer. Like what he's doing is very interesting, but stealth camping is not allowed in Japan. And I don't play those, like, I don't, it's kind of a gray area some places, because, well, you can say, well, I can sleep on a bench in a park. We'll go, yeah. Or you can pass out on the street because you're drunk. Yeah. But once you have a structure, that's where things get a little bit different. But again, too, like, I'm very close to permanent residence, so I also definitely play by the rules. Dang, Family Mart right here. What's up, Bashu Bashu? That's why I try not to talk, because I know, like, I don't know, I try not to talk too much about other streamers unless I know them personally. And then, even then, it's like good things. Like Timo-san and Beppu. Only good things, you know. I spent time with her. I like other, like Katie and Eric. I don't get to watch them a whole lot, but it's like I know that they're good people. Like, they're trying to do good. There are a lot of people out there who just want to make some quick bucks or just don't want to work. Like, content creation is a job, absolutely, but you have to put in effort. You have to schedule content, or you have to keep a consistent schedule. Like, that's one reason why my Twitch is growing so much, is consistency. I've been on almost every day. The only day I haven't streamed was day 22, and that's when I spent all day with JP, and then I had dinner with Timo-san. Day 22 I didn't stream. Every other day I've streamed at least 3 hours a day. I think I checked last night, I'm around 205 to 210 hours streamed per 30-day period, which is a lot. Like 6-7 hours a day average. Maybe a little bit more than that. Hi there. Hey, Hoybit. Sorry. Welcome in. Like I said, the only creator I'm very open about collabing with that I haven't yet is Pete, Premiere 2. He's from Kansas, I'm from Oklahoma. And considering a lot of the other content creators are not from even the US, I think that, you know, he and I've met him once or twice. We had pretty good conversations, but at that time I hadn't even walked Hokkaido yet. I hadn't really done anything. Didn't really have a vision for what I wanted the stream to be. Obviously Dave, I've met up with Dave several times. I would like to do more stuff with him, but his time is limited and he's got a bunch of projects that he's got to do. So next time it'll just be a short video though. Printmaker Dave Bull teaches me this secret 7-Eleven hack you'll never guess. All caps on the never. First Japanese streamer I followed and watched is on a long break for family reasons because of becoming a parent. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's a legitimate reason to, you know, take a break. Cook D777, thanks for coming in. But no, what I mean is, like, I've had conversations with some people and it's like, okay, why do you want to stream? It's like, well, because I want to make money. I don't want to work. I don't want to have a normal job. Okay, great. What kind of content are you doing that makes you unique enough? Or what is unique about yourself? Because Dave and I have had this conversation a bunch of times. He said, okay, you're doing this interesting thing, but are you interesting enough to keep people drawn in? And he's not pointing it at me. He's saying you, the creator you. And he said, well, guess we'll see, you know? And I've been on the fence about posting more and more because, again, I expected, well, I talked to Mafalda-san about this, which really kind of cleared my mind about it, but we talked about, before I started watching Dave, he used to have a guy called Cameron who would help out with video stuff. And I guess in a fair amount of the videos, because Cameron was not Dave, that he got some online abuse hurled at him, which checks out. But it is an interesting thing because when you get into certain people's solar systems, they're either very welcoming and accepting, come on in, or it's a little bit pushback. Especially if the fan bases aren't the same. the expectations of content are not the same. Anyway, I know I'm yapping today. Yapping keeps my mind off the heat, so, or maybe I'm yapping because of the heat. Who knows? Anyway, what's everyone up to? What is it? Let's see. Sunday morning for me, Sunday afternoon, Saturday night. Saturday night's alright for fighting. Da, 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 da. Elderly cool guy? Yes. Yes, actually, who is that? Guzan. I have about an hour and 40-minute conversation with Dave on my YouTube. Yes, Dave is the upper middle-aged man. Nah, I don't know. I don't consider him old, but I guess numbers-wise, he's older than me. We'll just say it at that. He'll probably outlive me, if I'm being honest. I will probably, not this time, but sometime I'll probably cross paths with a bear or cross paths with a truck on the highway. He's old, but I wouldn't call him elderly. That's fair. I did not, Clovis. I wanted to. I expressed interest in it, but by the time I met up with her, she had already eaten dinner, and then she said, let's meet at 7:30 at Oyama Shrine. So we go there, and it's dark, like dark. So camera aside, even if I turn stream on, it's dark. But two, I could tell. I didn't ask her. I said, hey, I have my streaming equipment. It's okay if not. And she kind of hit me with a, well, let's see type of thing, which means no. So I didn't push it. I would rather have, again, I've talked about this before. While I'm very trying to share unique, and I wish I had streamed it. She talked about a lot of interesting stuff. She's an economist by trade. She did that, got her MBA, was looking at some art history stuff randomly. She was actually supposed to be doing Renaissance Italian history for her master's project, thesis, whatever. And then she stumbled upon a very small book about Japanese art. And then from that small book, it offshoot to gradually, they came over here. She wanted to, her and her significant other, and they've been coming over here since like 2000, oh geez, I'm gonna forget the number, but 2000, I think they first came over here in like 05, and then she started doing sumie in 2015. They'd taken a couple trips or something. I'm probably getting those numbers wrong, but she showed me her sketchbook. She showed, even though it was dark, we went through the park and she said, look, you can see this here. And then I said, yeah, this is this. And she goes, yeah. We talked a bit about content creation. She mentioned a couple of writers that she kind of follows that do Japan-based stuff. You having a beer? Oh, it's got it. Kanpai. No, you're good, Guzan. No, you're good, Guzan. Yeah, no. It's okay. Guzan, you're not at all. It's you were elderly is a perfectly fine word. He is definitely part Energizer buddy. It's funny because when I was talking to Murata-san, the word she used to describe him was shonen. which means young boy. And after that, she said he's like Ampam man. He just keeps going. But shonen, in this case, she said like, because anytime he's legitimately curious in something or interested in something, he is looking at it. He's right here trying to figure out, how does it do this? What does it do? You know. So same thing, if you've ever seen him, like I'm sure when he eventually comes to Fukui and records and stuff, I'm sure he's gonna have a blast making paper. And he's also gonna say, damn, that shit's hard. Not word for word, I'm Martianizing his words, but he's gonna go, wow, that's a lot harder than it looks. Because he's seen Murata-san do it, and Murata-san is, you know, a master at it. And then he's seen me do it, and I struggled. So, but no, he's a friend. Yes. Yes, he does. Well, and also another thing too that he gives you his real time. Like a lot of people, and I don't mean to overgeneralize, a lot of people listen to respond, and he listens to listen, or he will respond too, but he is giving you, most of the time, he's giving you his very full attention. Sometimes you can see he kind of looks, but he's not looking away like lost in thought. He's lost in thought about what you're saying. He's absorbing it, and then he'll, you know, hit you with the facts. Which is rare. I mean, I know a bunch of people who listen to respond. And I'm not adding anyone, I'm not calling anyone out, but I think nowadays it's becoming more and more common. Yeah, no, that's the whole reason I got to meet up with her, is because I reached out through Dave's stream. Kid on Chris this morning, yeah, that's good. What's up, Flyfish? Welcome in. Yeah, Clovis, that's why I was a little bit, because again, we actually talked about some pretty good stuff. The video would have been pitch black almost, or nearly pitch black, because it was super dark. I had trouble seeing, it was that dark. But the audio would have been nice to have, I think. And then we ate at a Mr. Donut. I bought her a donut, and then after that, I went to sing karaoke a little bit. Only 2 or 3 songs, but no, it's very cool to meet people and have, you know, like, again, have some connections where you have things to talk about, but then you're also from very different walks of life. For when he hits you, yeah. It's funny you said. whenever he and I shot the YouTube thing, afterwards we were tearing down, and he says, you know, I'm really worried what people might think about me. Maybe they think I'm a pompous asshole scolding, you know, wagging my finger at this young man. And I said, honestly, no, I don't think that's how it's going to be perceived. And I said, even so, like, I'll be sure to say that you're a friend, and sometimes friends do wag their fingers or slap your arm and leave big bruises on your arm. No, he didn't leave a bruise. But it is, if you can't have some pushback in conversation, then I don't think that's a real friend, you know? Same with chat. If I tell chat, hey, I'm gonna shave my head like a monk, where the sides are still there but the top is shaved down, is this a good idea or bad idea? I would expect some people to tell me, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, Martian. Your hair's pretty cool as is. You know, I would expect, I would hope, but bro, is that the... Oh, it's water. I was like, blink twice if you need help and can't tell us. I learned to leave unhonest friends, rather have friends be upfront and honest with me. Well, and there's definitely, dude, what is going on here? This is the strangest. This is a water leak. There's no way they're doing it to keep cool, maybe? I think I'm gonna try to buy a drink in here. A non-water drink, so I can also sit down. Konnichiwa. 自動販売使ってもいいですか？はい、ありがとうございます。暑いね。すみません、5分ぐらいの休憩よろしいですか？はい、ありがとうございます。 stopped at an Ineos. I would have to keep that on to hide the shaved head. Splendid. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Tarn, it's okay. Yeah, let's move on. I'm glad to see him. And one more, thanks for coming in. Yeah, hope all was fun. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Can't hear. I just said thank you. Thank you for the follows. Opal, Resplendent, and number one large. It's kind of a quiet gas stop, so I'm just getting a quick drink and then we're gonna go outside.